Keep silent please. Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
How are you today?
Fine, Miss. Fine.
Okay, before we begin our lesson today, let's pray together. Pray enough. Before it, I will ask, is there anyone who not come to our class today?
There is no.
There is no, okay. And then now I will fill the attendance. Who called the name, please up your hand. Sida Indana.
Me. It's me.
And then Arina Nurholila.
Me, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And then today we're gonna learn about obligation, prohibition, and then suggestion. Do you know about that's all?
No, ma'am.
Okay. The first is obligation. And then prohibition. And then the last one is suggestion. Okay, obligation. Obligation is an experience used to express obligation. And then the way to express this obligation, there are two ways. The first way is by have. And then the second way is must. The example of this word is I have to go to school at 7 o'clock. And then the example of must is you must speak louder. I can't hear you. And then prohibition. The meaning of this prohibition is a sentence that prohibits or warn other people not to do something. And then there are various of this prohibition. First is verbal. Example is and Don't or do. Example. Don't cry. Then the second is nominal. And then prohibition. The pattern is tone plus be plus adverb plus adjective. Example. Sorry. Don't be a dancer. And then the last is prohibition. No, you're not in. Example. In here, words don't change by no. Example, no parking. And then the last one is suggestion. Expression. Asking. Do. You have any idea? And then giving. You need. And then also there is the response. Agree, disagree. Example, agree is I agree with you. I think so. Disagree. So, okay, now I will explain it. Jadi, obligation atau di sini adalah suatu kewajiban. Cara untuk menyampaikan, bagaimana sih caranya kita untuk menyampaikan kewajiban seseorang adalah dalam Inggris itu ada dua cara, yaitu dengan by the word have, and then the second one is must. If we use have or must, it's like same meaning but a different pattern. It's the example of if we use have, and the next is if you were the word must. Did you get it? Okay. And the next is prohibition. From the mean, the translate of this one is prohibition adalah kata-kata yang menyuruh, mengcommand seseorang for to do something. And then the type of this prohibition there are 3 types. The first is verbal, the second is nominal, and then the last one is prohibition, no plus 14. The first is verbal prohibition. What is verbal prohibition? Verbal prohibition is the sentence that must start with don't or do. Example is don't cry, don't smoke, don't sleep. And then the next is nominal prohibition. What is nominal prohibition? Nominal prohibition is another kind of this various prohibition that's make different from verbal prohibition is in nominal prohibition we increase don't by be, adverb and adjective. The example like I have wrote on this whiteboard is don't be a dancer. We increase be and then adjective. The last one of kind of prohibition is prohibition not voting. What the difference of this one and another prohibition is in these types we don't use any don't word, but we change this don't to be no. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, like in this example, we move don't words by no word. Then the example is no parking, no smoking. And then the last one is suggestion. The example of suggestion. Suggestion is expression form. Bagaimana cara kita mengekspresikan. How the way we ask, how the way we give. And then the example of expression when we gonna ask about something is what should I do? Do you have any idea? And then etc. And then the example of giving expression is you should, maybe you should read this book. You need another people to complete your life. And then is that so? We just asking, we just giving without any response. And here, how do we respond? Another people ask or another people give to ourselves. The first is if we agree to their patient, we gonna answer by I agree with you, I think so, and etc. And then if we disagree, we can use this word. I don't think so and I disagree with it. Can you get all my explanation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think this enough. And then I have any extra assignment for you. Please make one sentence of obligation, prohibition, and suggestion. I think our time is enough, and then maybe enough here our lesson today. Thank you for listening me carefully. I hope you're gonna always be helped, and this all material can be useful in our future life. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
See you.